What's up guys, James Blonde here with MMOHuts.com, and I've been making it a point to try to keep up with Paladins lately in its closed beta, seeing that the game is always changing. In fact, its weekly patches are typically massive, either adding in new characters, new maps, new game modes, taking away features, changing features, all kinds of stuff that pretty much made my first look on the game outdated a week after I made it. So according to Hi-Rez, now that they've made some major decisions, they are in the more fine-tuning and polishing stages of the game, so I figured why not show you guys what's new, a second look if you will, and then put it all together with some gameplay. Now one of the biggest changes Hi-Rez decided to do was to change the way the champions actually work, how they are unlocked, and the way the cards play into the game. Originally the idea was to keep the champion pool low, releasing new champions every couple of months, and then introducing a large amount of cards in order to change the build of the individual champions, and do that frequently. Recently, they decided to do just the opposite, so now the plan is based on community feedback, release new champions about the same frequency as Smite, and new cards less often. But as a result, they decided to make the champions something that you unlock over time or with real cash currency, like you do in Smite. The same thing with the Ultimate God Pack, you'll have an option to buy it all at once and have access to any of the champions that come out in the future, as well as the current champions. But for now, in the closed beta, and maybe even the open beta, all the champions are unlocked, available for anybody to play. And with that, there are a lot of new characters to play as, with a lot of different playstyles altogether, like the Sniper, Canessa, who's really hard to deal with when you're on the business end of her gun, and she's also sort of challenging to play as well. Her main ability on left click allows her to aim through her scope and fire long range attacks pretty much across the entire map, and while scoped in, her shots deal significantly higher damage and then increase in damage after consecutive shots to the upper half of her enemy. She can also make shots a little easier for herself with her oppressor mines that slow enemies down once they've come within a fairly large radius, and when you're on the opposing side, walking through these is basically like trying to walk through really thick mud. Slows you down quite a bit. Her transporter ability lets her deploy her own beacon, which is something that's new to the game as well, and I'll probably get to show you that in gameplay. She can then teleport to this if she needs to get out of trouble because, you know, her main drawback is that she's really squishy. She's a sniper. She's designed not to be right up close and personal with other characters, especially someone like Grover. Grover is another powerful melee champion that wields an axe that he can throw when necessary as his victims try to get away from him. If that doesn't work, which it usually does, he can use a vine ability that will grapple walls and help him close the gap. And from there, typically his damage aura helps finish the job, constantly dealing damage to his enemies around him, and the nice part about that is that he can actually use the same ability to switch over to a constant stream of health to his allies, a health aura. Pretty OP, but very helpful when he's on your team. And then there's Androxus, the badass looking, what they like to call the God Slayer, who packs a demonic revolver, or so it would seem. He's able to absorb shots that hit him from the front for a short time with his reversal ability, fire rapidly and reduce accuracy with another, and dash in any direction several times in a row in order to get out of danger or perhaps get into a more surprising vantage point. It's also cool that you can dash upwards in his case, and then you can also hold the space bar to glide, though it's not always the best idea. Sometimes it's a little slow. The newest champion, Ying, who should be in the game sometime this week with patch 20, is an illusionist. Seems like some of her abilities have come from the original EV. She's able to create illusions of herself that attack her target rather than just being a regular decoy. She can also detonate her illusion with her secondary fire, and she's also able to blink to her illusion with Dimensional Link, for mobility purposes, of course, and her ultimate is essentially a multi-totem setup that fires at several enemies at once. It seems kind of powerful. So yeah, there are several new champions added to the game recently, and as you can tell, they are quite different from one another. They've added in that melee like I figured they would, but regardless, Grok is still my favorite. So yeah, let's hop into a match and then I'll show you a little bit more of what the game has to offer and how the card system has changed as well. And of course, you still have your daily quests in order to win a little bit of gold that way. Now, they've added a couple of game modes since we took a look at it last. We've got Capture and Siege still. We have the new Payload and then Survival. Now, Payload is basically an attacking, defending sort of game mode, just like Capture and Siege, except you're escorting a payload, which is a big cart of bombs, over to the enemy side. And Survival is a last man standing type of game mode, single elimination, where a wall of death sort of closes in on you like survival of the fittest. We're going to go with Capture and Siege just because that is typically the conquest, if you will, for Paladins, the main game mode. And everything's based on your level, so matchmaking is set up that way. So as you can tell, the champion selection screen has changed up a little bit. Now you basically select your loadout of cards rather than just selecting your champion. You can choose from a common deck of cards, which is essentially cards that are universal to all champions in the game. You've got a little time to do so. These sort of increase your stats in various ways, like cooldown reduction, speed boost, stuff like that. But then you can go in here and pick your champion deck, which is more associated with your specific champion. And these cards that I've chosen, I've actually created my own deck. You can go in there and switch out the loadout. These are essentially the same cards that I originally started out with Grok. I really enjoyed that setup. So I'm fortunate that they kept that in the game. Now this new legendary card here gives me stacks, increasing my damage by 3%, and I can hold a max of 5 stacks as long as I keep hitting the same enemy. So you can customize your decks. It's like a pre-loadout setup, and now you can customize your skins. I don't have any unlocked yet. You can even customize your weapon skins, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, you've got mounts, but, you know, the only ones available right now are the Flame Mount, which comes with the Founders Pack. You also get a weapon skin and a Fernando Ares skin, or Ares Fernando skin. Ares from Smite, which is pretty cool. So we're at one of the new maps here called Glacier's Keep, which is used for several different game modes like Payload and I believe Survival, but I'm not sure on that one. And speaking of Smite, if you're familiar, you can use some of the same voice commands that you're familiar with. And it's really cool that the champions already have their own voice packs, so it's not the generic. He's going to pick up our beacon there. That way, if you're familiar with the global agenda game, you can actually put your beacon a little closer to your objective. You want to hide it, of course, because the enemy can go in there and destroy it, but it makes you get back into the fight a little faster. If you were to die, you can go through the portal and spawn right where you need to be. And I've learned recently that it's a very strategic part of the game. So you can go in here and auto-upgrade your cards. This is how it works now. You don't select your cards anymore. You've selected them before. It puts points into each card and then 2 in your legendary card. And you can do that accordingly. Like, you can do that not automatically, but I decided that for now, until I just really can tell and fine-tune what it is that I want to upgrade first, I'm going to go ahead and let it do it itself. We gotta hold this point though. I'm gonna drop my totem here in a minute once we start getting enemies in there, which are right around the corner. So here is good to use my chain lightning. If somebody decides to peek around the corner, I can totally get the group. Maybe. Let's see. I'm not leaving this point. I'm lucky to have a Fernando. Fernandos and barracks are really key in order to hold these points. And holding the point is literally the whole point of the game. If I can get a kill here. Nice, we already got our siege in. They didn't even get on the point. Perfect. Use my ghost walk to get out of there. Can't take damage that way. Grok is a little squishier than I'd like him to be, and he doesn't deal enough damage to really justify his squishiness. Let's see if I can... Come on. No damage. There we go. Give me your heals. Oh, no. We got a Kinessa, but she's squishy too, so I'm going to sit here and heal. She's not going to hurt me unless she pops her ulti, but it's too early for that. So the ultis now, they charge up a little bit. So you can see mine's at 43%, and as I deal damage to things, or mainly other champions, enemy champions, I will increase my ulti, or it does it automatically over time. Okay, so after... Oh, they destroyed that first. I'm going to say, after they destroy the gate, it will push through. It used to not do that. I'm getting hit by the tower because the gate's still up. Let's see if I can kill some people. Get my ulti up. One strategy I've learned is to hold them back and keep them at their base if they can. Alright, I'm going to go to the capture point because we want to get there fast. Grok's new ulti is really cool. It's an AoE essentially, so he just turns into a ball lightning and does damage over time to everybody. It's almost like Grover's sort of constant pain aura. Let's see if we can... As long as they're not trying to push this point, I think we can keep getting the siege engines. But they're going to put up a fight because we're going to send siege engines to their base every time. And as you can tell, the Fernando is very helpful, especially to snipers. And they're all fighting from one side, so I am thankful. Okay. I'm not moving. I just need the heals. There we go. And again, getting on your mount will actually heal you up faster. So a lot of times I actually put down my totem and get on my mount. Get up the stairs. Oh, sniper. Where's she at? Where's she at? She can really do damage. Okay. When I play Kinessa, I like to knock people off their horse. That's the best thing to do. Keep them from getting to where they need to go. Alright, we gotta destroy this gate, but we can't really harm it until our siege engine gets there. Now we can. So when it turns red like that, it means it's taking damage, but it also means that we can shoot it ourselves. Let's see. Oh, I want to kill this guy. I'm going to use my ulti. He's just going to drop dead here in a second. There we go. Let's see if I can hurt. Oh, nope. Didn't last very long. When I level it up, it will. So as you gain levels, it'll automatically put them in there as long as you choose to. Again, you can go at any time and turn off the auto upgrade. I might start doing that here pretty soon. I need to get a little bit different strategy when it comes to Grok. I think I like Grok a lot just because of the fact that you can put down a totem and help out your team. And then, of course, I like his chain constant beam of lightning that he fires. Just being able to do that right there. Oh, crap. I gotta get out. Okay. Ow. See, when you're in trouble, you gotta do that. Kinessa might have seen my totem. No, she's shooting my totem. Okay, I'm fine with that. You can kill my totem, just don't kill me. I'm about to take you out. Oh, damage. Oh, and stack that damage. No, don't run away from me. I'm being slowed by her mines. She's getting further away. She's gonna snipe me. I gotta get out. Oh, crap. I thought my... Oh, I'm done. No! The whole team is on me. Yep, that's all it took. Too much health on the other team. I got brave. You do have to stick together in this game. Yeah, I mean, really do. Like, especially as Grok, like, you gotta... I scratch your back, you scratch mine type of thing. Like, you gotta stick around with me to help me out. And see, that's why we put the beacon there. When you have a good team, it's definitely a habit going through the beacon. And, well, I guess you're hoping it's in the right spot. But you can see it on the mini-map, so... Thinking about turning off my auto upgrade to upgrade that a little bit more. Oh, no. Keep it as it is. Not doing too bad. Oh, no, got slowed. Those mines, Kinessa's mines. Oh, I hate the Mega Turret. So that's a legendary card for Barrack. And it hurts. That thing has killed me several times. A little bit too powerful, if you ask me. Especially when he puts a shield around it and you can't really do anything. Like I said, a Fernando and a Barrack. The combination of those, you can take any point and the enemy team will never get on it. There we go. Now we can push a little further, seeing that we have enough health on our siege engine. She's going to be sneaky. If it destroys the gate, it will continue to go this time now. So it's sped up the game. Oh, passageway. This works. Alright, I'm getting out. Siege engine destroyed. I'm going to keep ourselves healed. I don't really feel like dying. That's one thing I've tried to focus on with Grok is just stay alive. So if I'm getting close to dying, I just get out. It's best. Let them know that my ulti is ready. And let's see if I can use it. They haven't been trying to push the point, so I'm probably going to just pick off like the weak ones. And of course, I anticipated it being on the other spot, and it was not where I wanted it to be. But that's okay. I don't think I've ever seen it actually spawn in the same spot 2 times in a row. So at least you can eliminate one possibility of going back to the same spot after trying to predict where it's going to spawn. I can't hit him. That's okay. We got some blocks here. I'm gonna heal. We're just gonna chill here and heal. We're gonna take this. I don't even see him. All right, that works. As long as we keep pushing and doing what we're doing, we're gonna win the match. It doesn't always work that way, though. A lot of the times it's back and forth, and it really comes down to team composition. As long as you have a Fernando and a Barrack, both is best, but at least one of those, like, they don't have a Fernando, but they do have a Barrack. He's not really playing exactly right here. I'm trying to get this. Does damage over time like this, and I don't think it. Oh man, it didn't work. Or she went in there and got heals. So I'm trying to pick off some people that are giving us a hard time, shooting at the siege engine, keeping them back in their base. Because if I went in there, they would just target me because I'm squishy. They can kill me quick and then continue to shoot the siege engine. This is not working out too well. Okay, I gotta get out. See? If I'm low health, I gotta stay alive. Androxus, don't do it. Get back in your heal zone. Come get some heals. Don't die. Get your heals. Aw. There we go. There we go. Nope. All these snipers. It's like Team Sniper for them. Ooh, Mega Turret. Get rid of that. That's hurting our siege engine real bad. There we go. I'm gonna hurt this. And come on. Damage, damage. Ah. Sniped. That's how it works. Now they have the instant replays, so you can see how you died, if you choose to. Cassie's always give me a problem, just like Canessa's. It's like Grok's worst enemy. Pretty much anybody is. Oh, there we go. Nice. So that actually worked out really good. We stuck around just long enough, we distracted them just enough in order to destroy their vault. And that's how you do it, right there. Like I said, Hi-Rez is still tweaking stuff for balancing and making the game overall as fun as Smite, hopefully, but in a much different way, obviously. Pretty soon I'll have some more beta keys to give you guys, so that way you can get in and try it out yourself. I do plan on live streaming the game soon. I'm trying to get better, more competitive. Hi-Rez is actually hosting a YouTuber competition later on this month, so I definitely need to practice up. I don't feel like I'm good enough yet. Come check out my stream. I'll have beta keys to give you guys then. You can join me in-game, help me practice, and go up against other YouTubers. Could be fun. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. Check the description below for the link to download Paladins if you've got a key. I might actually sneak some keys in the description as well. Also, check out the game profile for more information about the game at MMOHuts.com. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.